Alright bro, what's up? And I welcome you to Forest of Legend parts 11 or something? I don't really know. 11 or 12, one of the two. Maybe even 10. But you may have seen that I haven't uploaded for like the last 2 weeks or something. And I really wanted to make some videos again. Because I've had a little bit of a, how do you say it, like a little bit of a downtime from YouTube. Because I've got 2 videos recorded right now. And I just really wasn't in the mood for editing them. And that's a little bit unfortunate because the editing in the videos is the thing that really holds me off from making them, to be honest. That's what I've realized. So I've been focusing on different things, which we'll get into later. No worries. But yeah, I've overall been doing really well. It's a simple problem just being that I'm not really in the mood to make any videos if they are like completely edited and stuff like that. So this is why I'm making the Forest of Legend videos again, and soon I'll be on break again, so I can really focus a little bit more narrowly on YouTube and not just have like everything to do in terms of like homework, in terms of school and class tests and exams. So that's going to be a pretty good thing. And as I said, I've got 2 videos recorded. I have one of them almost fully edited, but I've just hit a bit of a roadblock with editing. And each time I'm just sitting there and trying to edit, I really have to force myself to get that editing done. Because otherwise, I just don't really, I really don't want to do it, I'm not gonna lie. And I really thought it was going to be the direction that I want my YouTube channel to go in, but it really isn't. I think I want to keep my videos, again, more unedited, because, to be honest, that feels a lot more authentic. And I, myself, simply understand videos a lot more if they are completely unedited or just a little bit of editing, which I've done in the past. But before we go on, let me just show you this, because holy shit, I don't think it's as, no. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. Sunrise is absolutely beautiful lately. Man, that looks fabulous. Anyway, I've realized that I myself consume a lot of unedited content. Everything that's edited, like a lot, I just can't really seem to get into. I can't really tell you why exactly it is, but I think it's the fact of, or like multiple factors. One being the fact that it's way too fast, 2 being the fact that it's unnatural, and I do not want my content to be like that. Like, I might build in some jokes a little bit more than in my earlier videos, for example, or make the videos seem a little bit more authentic, but to be honest, I do not really know if I want to keep going down this road, because it just doesn't, it really doesn't feel authentic. And I'm going to try a new video format, which is going to be having a screen share on with a Word document, and giving you the Word document in the description of the video, so you can basically have the video in a, how do you say, I'll say like a compressed form in a Word document, with a little bit of, like, I don't know, I do not know how to say it, guidance, assistance, in terms of when you're watching the video, for example, like elaborating more on the points, or giving you some context, giving you some examples, stuff like that. And I think that's a very nice way in which the channel can go. I'm out of breath because of going up a fucking hill, bro. This is like, look, this hill. It's pretty small, but it's taking my breath away. Like, man, it's like a 5% incline. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you about what I've been up to the last 2 or so weeks, because I haven't been doing much YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I wrote like one script, which I still think is pretty good, but recording the videos themselves, I haven't done that in a long time. This is the first video I'm recording in September, I believe. The last one was at the end of August, and right now it's September 16th. So it's been quite a while. The main reason that no, the main thing I've been doing while I've not been really doing any YouTube content is watching some content, because I've been studying religion a lot more these last 2 weeks, even more, I think last month. And I've been a lot on school.com, found some pretty cool communities there, and I've learned a lot from those communities. I've learned a lot about Christianity, because I myself am a Christian since 17 years or 16 years. I do not know when I was baptized, but I've been a Christian for 16 years or something along those lines. And I've also learned a lot about health and nutrition, and also a lot about relationships as well. Those three things, because those are the communities that I've been joining. One more time, the beautiful sunset. Look at that. And to be honest, the content has been absolutely game changing. I think that's the best way to tell it, to say it the least, because it really has given me a change of mindset, and it has really told me, it's really shown me the fact that there's a lot more to this than just self-improvement. Because self-improvement, yeah, it's kind of a cliche that, hey, you should start meditating and you'll be Buddha in 20 days or something along those lines. But no, it's very, it has a lot more sides than that. And one of them is health and nutrition, which is overall just like, yeah, just eat healthy, but how do you know what healthy is? Or something like, yeah, just go to the gym 10 times a week and build your body, but then you overtrain. So there's a lot of factors to consider, and I think that many people starting self-improvement are not aware that they can go down the wrong route pretty quickly, because as I said, I've been learning about Christianity as well, and self-improvement, for example, it focuses all on yourself, not on anyone else, and I think that's a pretty big problem. I'm about to get run over by some cars, so don't worry. This might be the last. So no, Fred. This might be the last piece of content you might see, from my part, anyway. But no, for real. It has shown me a lot that many things that that are supposedly good today, like self-improvement or whatever, like that kind of like manosphere, red pill, and everything in those categories, to say the least. All of that is very, very self-centered. Everybody's saying, yeah, do it for yourself, and yeah, do it for yourself, and be the lone wolf and do that stuff. You've seen it yourself. I don't think I need to tell you what's going on, but it's all rooted in a wrong foundation, because you need to build things on the right foundation, and the right foundation is, excuse me, for me as a Christian, it's to serve others and serve God. Those two things are the things that are more important than doing it for myself. And then I come myself, like those two things, first God, then family, and then myself. That is the hierarchy that for me is the most relevant. And you need to find the most relevant thing for you. But if you put yourself at first place, you're going to be selfish. You're going to do it for the wrong motives. You're going to do it for yourself, and you're just going to think, hey, I am doing this so I can show the others that I have like a great body. Because most people that do it for themselves are in it just for the status. And I'm not saying that you're not like you're going to indirectly gain status either way, but you can focus on getting status one way or the other way, because you, of course, if you're going to build a huge body, you're going to get status either way. But you can be the person that doesn't say anything, doesn't boast at all, or you can be the person that says, hey, I've got this bigger six pack, I've got this big bicep. What about you? Are you better than me, or am I better than you? And flexing muscles in your free time, for example. And that is, in my opinion, what leads many men astray. It's just a bit of a snippet. I do not know if it makes sense what I just said. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. And again, I do not plan these scripts very much for Forest of Legend. I just go rambling about random stuff. But I hope that made sense, at least somewhat. And yeah, I've realized that religion is a lot more important than I gave it credit for. I've been reading the Bible for like, I'd say, a week. Yeah, a week every single day. So like for around 7 to 10 days right now. Excuse me. And honestly, there's a lot of wisdom in there, and a lot of truth. And I really want to dive deeper into the whole thing, because, as I've said, I've been Christian for 17 years of my life, but the first time I ever had a Bible in my hand was this year in February sometime. And I read the Bible for the first time in December of last year. So it took me quite a while to get there. And I really, really want to study it because I see a lot of knowledge in there. I've read through the Bible once, but I honestly didn't really go, like, I wasn't paying that much attention to the values that are being taught there. And I just wrote down, like, I wrote down like the facts that happened in the Bible. For example, so Jesus was born in Nazareth. That was part of my note-taking for the Bible. But now I'm reading it for the second time. I've started with the book of Proverbs, because I always like Proverbs. I do not know why, but I always like Proverbs, even the first time I read it. And I think then I'll just read through the whole New Testament, and I guess we'll see, because this is something that I want to make part of my content, like a lot of it, not all of it, but I think the teachings from the Bible and the values that are being taught there are absolutely vital for making progress in life. So I think that's going to be a pretty big part of the content for the future of the channel. And I'll see you in a moment, because I'm going to get some milk. And I'm going to stop the video right here. See you in a few seconds. Alright, there we are. And I think I wanted to mention which YouTube channels I've been watching, but I think I kind of went under. So I've been watching 3 YouTube channels mainly about Christianity. First one being Robert Breaker. If you are a little bit proficient, to say the least, in the Christian YouTube space, that name should probably tell you something. And I haven't watched much from him, but the things that I've watched so far are pretty damn interesting. For example, why the King James Version Bible only? And I've been reading the King James Version. The first time I read the Bible was actually reading I think the NIV, so the New International Version, but the KJV, I think it's pronounced, is a lot more difficult to read. I've got to disagree there. He says it's easier to read than the NIV. I do not think the same, but I think that it's a lot more corresponding to the truth of over the other versions. And yeah, Robert Breaker, I've got to watch a little bit more from him because I honestly don't really know enough yet, to say the least. But he seems like a pretty cool guy. The other two I've watched a lot more are Alex Federsky, his name, and Christian Koziol. I think if I don't forget it, I'll link the channels in the description, and then you'll be able to have a look. And to be honest, these channels, they are pretty underground. Robert Breaker not so much, 700,000 subscribers, okay, that's not really underground, but the other two guys, 4,000 to 5,000 subs, at least at the moment. But they make some really quality content in my opinion. And you might not agree with their points, and I do not know if I agree with their points. For now, I'm just listening to what they have to say and trying out their advice. And Alex talks a lot about health and testosterone maximization, and so far, since I've been following the things he's been saying, I felt a lot better. And he's basically the inspiration why I really got into all the health stuff. And man, it's quite a lot, because his source for health is a guy called Ray Peat. He is, I believe he died last year, but he made a lot of, he's got like a whole food pyramid which he supports. And at first I was very, very skeptical about what that is and what's going on in there, but I decided to give it a try, and man, he's got some pretty good stuff, I'm not gonna lie. And I've just been restructuring my diet a little bit, and the differences that I've already made in cutting out a lot of the bad things that he says he doesn't support has been pretty good. You know what's also pretty good? These guys right here. Look at them. What's up? Bro's scratching himself on the tree. I'd love to see it. But yeah, these guys for real. These guys are absolute kings, because one of the things that Ray Peat advocates for is milk. And these guys, man, you guys give me some quality milk. That's exactly the thing I've got in my backpack. So yeah, he advocates for a lot of things. I'll definitely be making videos about that, and a little bit more about how changing things in the last, I'd say, month has already had a massive influence on how I feel in terms of my body and like this wellness feeling, if you know what I mean. I think the word is pretty cringe, but I think you know what I mean. And Christian Koziol, the other guy, so not Alex, he focused on righteous relationships. Both, by the way, are very Bible in tune. All of these guys, Robert Breaker, Christian, and Alex. All three of them very supportive of the Bible, which I like quite a lot. But Christian is more focused on the relationship side, and specifically marriage as the end goal. And I've consumed a lot less content from him than Alex, but I've been getting into him lately as well. And the values are wonderful in there. And I think the video that you should watch from him is called Debunking the Manosphere. So he basically has a whole video which is around an hour, where he talks about the red pill, stoicism, and I think self-development, self-improvement, and completely dismantles the arguments that are being brought there. And I think it's I 100% think he's right. First of all, but second of all, that it's the first time I've heard anything like that, because nobody before questioned like stoicism, like being stoic is cool, and I was one of those people, and it's really showed me that a lot of things that I'm doing today are just wrong, plain wrong. And to be honest, I've begun questioning a lot more things since then. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that in future videos, because I've got a lot of ideas in these 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't really know. Point is that I haven't uploaded in a while, and I've got a lot of ideas on what I will talk about in the next few weeks. Especially when I'm on break, because I'll not be reading the whole day, or I'll not be consuming content the whole day. No. I've got YouTube to do. But I really want to get back into it again, because it really, excuse my language, it is really, really fun. I like doing the videos themselves, and I just want to get back into them. The editing part is the thing that I have to move away. Just very minimal editing. So, for example, when I'm doing like a little transition or something, okay, fair enough. But no more music. I think the music really takes away from the video and makes it a lot more of these stand kind of videos. And I want to make these videos to help people and not to entertain people. And those that want to be helped, they'll watch the video. And those that just want to be entertained, well, go and entertain yourself. I'm not here for that. Because I really think that if you want to be helped, you're just going to watch the videos, which have the least amount of editing and the least amount of everything which can distract you. And overall, I think that's the kind of content I want to get into again. Well, so yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good plan. And yeah, I think the most valuable thing, if you're still here, that you can take away from this video is the fact that those that want to learn will watch your videos regardless, because you have specific information of some kind. I do not know what it is, but something is there. I've got very specific knowledge because I'm a kung fu trainer, for example. That specific knowledge is very, very powerful. Oh shit, my phone is almost empty. Anyway, that specific knowledge is very, very powerful. And people who really want to learn the things that you say are going to listen to you. And the people that just want to be entertained, sure, you might get a bunch of views, and with titles like, yeah, seven ways to get girls or something like that. I do not really know what's going on today, but just write something, or just do something that is upright, that is righteous, and then the people of your flock will go to you slowly but certainly, 100%. And I think that's going to be the way to go, because I don't really want to do like highly entertaining videos, because number one, the editing isn't fun, and number two, it just doesn't feel authentic. And I'm going to go to a bit of a different kind of presentation than I used to earlier as well. And as I said, I think the Word document, the Word document kind of approach, which I honestly I directly stole from Alex and Christian, because I really like that format. That feels very authentic to me. I think that is going to be very valuable. Sheesh. I think I'm gonna have to stop the video right here because my phone is about to go like dead, like die, like legit. So I thank you very much for watching. I'd like to keep going, but my phone is about to die. So yeah, have a great day and see you next time.